Welcome Commander_Malazzi. Looks like you're the first one here.
Hello, everybody. How are we? Oh shit, I forgot my hair tie. Never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. Hello, everybody. It's me for the first time today. Hello. It's great to see you. Instead of just sitting on my starting screen and eating my cereal, I'm gonna eat my cereal so you can hear me. This is part of my changes. This is part of my changes. Nom, 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 nom. Joking a little. I was too exuberant about the cereal. I haven't had this in a long time, because I've never seen it up here, But we came back and I saw it in the store and I'm like, oh my god. So it's the peanut butter Captain Crunch. I actually really like the cereal. Many people do not agree with me. And that's okay. Because I'm right. Always. I don't like normal Captain Crunch because it like carves the top of my mouth like a marble statue. But it's good. Hypno, thank you so much for the 8 months! Thank you! But how are you guys doing this morning? It feels weird to stream at this early time again. But we're gonna get used to it. We're gonna get used to it. We're gonna wake up. We're gonna wake up. You bit sleepy? Yeah, I've been awake. I meant to wake up a lot earlier. I had an alarm set. I got up. And I started doing some things around the house. Then I was just like, well, you know, I'm not feeling like super hot this morning. I'm gonna lay down for a little bit. And then I stayed down. And to top it all off, it's really hot. And I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I'm no longer in Los Angeles where it's super fucking hot. But it followed me. Here I am. But it is supposed to rain, I think, someone said. But we'll see. Sometime this week, anyway. Apparently, it hasn't been a thing for a while up here, so oof. Also, I guess I'll put the thing on this scene as well. Where is it? There it is. There. I feel so bad. Okay, so every single person that I have ordered a sceb from and am waiting for is either has sustained a physical injury, caught COVID, or has been really sick in general. So I've been like, I went to look their Twitters to like kind of see what's up because all of their average return times were far earlier than what we're sitting at now, so it's like something has to be going on. One of them I actually talked to a while ago. I knew she like had a physical problem, and that's why I actually resubmitted my sceb so she would have more time to do it. The other one, I was looking today and they're like, oh yeah, 40-degree temperature. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, don't work on anything, just fucking lay down, my dude. So I'm just like, that explains a lot. And I feel bad. And of course I'm just like, man, I really like my stuff, but it's not their fault. So it's like, I feel really bad. I'm feeling upset about it. But I guess that's just how it goes. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. It's not Reese's Puffs, but it's close enough for me. My question for you guys, what time do you normally wake up on your days off? Like, if you have nothing to do. Good morning! 6 AM, really, Meg? 7:30? Twelve to 1? Okay, that's more my speed. You try to get up at 10? Or you usually get up at 10? Man. What the hell is with you, like, early risers? What are days off? That's fair. I usually wake up 2 to 4 p.m. on the weekends. It's crazy to me. You woke up at 7 a.m. today? What the hell? Even you? Even you? I trusted you! I guess, yeah, it's not like late in the day right now, but I'm almost done with the cereal. I'm almost done, I promise. This is the first time I've had this in years. It's just as good as I remember. I've never had cereal before. That's not what I said, Tori. This cereal, I haven't had it in years. I'm eating the peanut butter Captain Crunch. They don't sell it up here normally. It's very good. But I'm choking it down before I get into playing games because I haven't eaten yet today. And I gotta take my pills, and if I don't eat, it makes me feel really nauseous. But here we go. I'm gonna drink my pills. I'm gonna take my pills with my cereal water. Cereal milk. God damn it. I'm not supposed to be awake this early. Whose decision was this? Cereal water. My god. That's true. I did choose this. Okay. We are going to play the Stanley Parable, which I've been told I will really like. I've never I have only seen someone play like 10 minutes of it, so I don't really know much about it. But I'm excited. Okay, we mute you. We move you over here. We pull up the game. We spell the word Stanley correctly. There we go. And we will be doing some giveaways today. I wasn't able to do it like yesterday on stream. I was having some technical issues that I was trying to not bring attention to. And it seems like nobody noticed, so I'm calling that a huge win. But we'll be doing some giveaways for some starter kits for Advanced GG. And I think I'll actually kick off the first one right now. But give me just 1 second. I want to make sure I understand. Because the shaker kits work a little different than the gift cards. So I don't want to be wrong. This is just, okay. Yeah. Sweet. That should work. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna start. Oop, I'm not trying to click things. Stop it. I'm gonna start that giveaway now. And we'll probably have it going for, I think 10 minutes would be good. Giveaways. Archive, create. Okay. It should be open. Yeah. So this is for a starter kit for Advanced GG. As you guys know, I do partner with them. They were really awesome and said that I could do some starter kit giveaways. And I still have some gift card giveaways, but I'm saving those. I promise I am trying to turn the game on. It's just causing me some problems because there we go. There we go. We did it. We did it. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm a little nervous because you guys can hear the game, right? Like the. Okay, cool. I'm a little nervous because I've been told this game is like Portal, and I really like Portal. And I kind of have high expectations. Is this a keyboard game? Like, this is fine with keyboard, right? Do I need to go yank a controller out? This doesn't do any, like, weird computer shenanigans, like, here is your name, here is your address, here are your exact coordinates, here's your deepest fear kind of thing, right? Okay. I'm gonna turn off my cursor. Oh, it doesn't turn that off. That's great. The end is never the end is never the okay. All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
Hi, Stanley.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Eddie! Hello, Eddie! Oh, okay. I don't want to step out of my office. This is my home. Go under the desk. Go under the desk, Stanley. Why does this make it sound like I'm typing on a keyboard? Okay. I did it. I'm out. Oh, I'm going back in. No, wait, actually. Is there anything in here? We got a flashlight or anything? I guess not. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
My door!
What could it mean?
No!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
That was my
Perhaps he simply
home!
missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I like work. I just hate my boss. Alright. Whoop.
Stanley went around touching every
Hey.
little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Who farted? Heh. Yeah, damn guys, save electricity. Turn off your monitors. Username access? I can't read that. Oops. Wait, is that the wrong way? Which way did I go? No, okay. Let's see. What an interesting room this is.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I think you can fuck yourself.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I don't like how the door closed behind me. Can I go back out? Oh my god. Is this a scary game? I was under the impression it was a puzzle game. Okay.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
It's a pretty good painting.
Really worth it.
Like, look at that. It's almost photorealistic. One would say that it was a photo and not a painting.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy.
I think you'll be
and
okay.
reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is
What
why
the fuck?
everyone left.
What a dig! Oh, yeah.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue.
That's a good idea. I should add a... Oh, thank you, Izzy.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
No.
And took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Fine.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Is this like an elevator? It is. I've changed my mind. I changed my mind.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Huh. All right.
Oh, no. No, it's
Ah.
too right. My mistake.
You did that on purpose. I know you did.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Is this him
It's
getting
clearly...
back at me?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now.
You sure?
This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh my god. No, I don't want to get isekai'd. I'm too young! Oh god. Alright. Oh. Well, alright then.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh.
Is it really a spoiler room?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't
Employee
wander so
fired.
far off track, Okay, from the top.
Fired? Oh, come on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here. But in the meantime, you can type in !! giveaway to possibly win a starter kit for Advanced GG. That's right, a starter kit with Advanced GG. I do believe those come with a shaker. Oh, fine.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I
Oh, come
restarted
on.
the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
Excuse me?
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Did I break
Okay,
it?
then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Alright. I like this store. This looks... Oh, look, there's some chairs. Stanley, can you not even push a chair? Excuse me? Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Man, fuck you.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Hey! F1? Oh.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to
The
the
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Is this what I get for being a smartass? What?
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this.
Come on, narrator!
It's possible the story is back where we first came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
The real story all along. Who farted? I guess it is like a puzzle game, right? Maybe I should have been trying to solve a puzzle. Oof. It was, guys. Hey, don't out me like that. What the fuck?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
What did we miss?
The story. Here it comes.
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
No, wait. Never
Come
mind.
on!
Story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Excuse me? I don't love this.
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Ah!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no.
No, you can't take it back. You can't take it back.
We both know you didn't put
Hey!
in work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Ugh. Uh-huh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Fuck you.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
You're no fun. Where's our zany back and forth? I miss those times. I thought we really had something going there, narrator.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
No, things happen to
Now,
you.
if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Parkour. Turn the music off, narrator! Fine, I'm going. Ooh.
Cut the music.
Thank you.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
What?
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's a fern. I've seen ferns before.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Ah!
You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
You know what? You know what? Fuck this. This is my home. I'm here now. Game over. Good night. Isn't that right, Ziggy? Nighttime. Ugh. Also, Zai Monroe, thank you so much for the follow. I missed that a couple minutes ago.
They don't want you to know this, but the ducks in the park are free. You can just grab them.
The sleeping idol is supposed to work, but it only works like... It never works when I'm streaming. Yeah. That's right, the ducks in the park are free. What a useless narrator. I'm going back to the employee lounge. I don't remember where I came from. This is my... Yes, my office. You know what? I better have to go back. No?
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the
Yes!
line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Maybe the real story is the friends we made along the way. You ever think about that, dude? Huh? Right. I'm starting over. Alright. First try. But we made no friends. Hey, I'm here. I'm a pal. Let me in. That's true. We do have the fern. You're the worst narrator. I'm gonna jizz all over your fucking fern, I swear to God, dude. That's right, I can't go back this way. Budget analysis, personnel files, annual reviews, monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, financial records. Doesn't look like anyone else is watering the fern. Gotta do something for it. Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this?
Oh, it's
to us?
Clippy!
After we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Ah. Did I really? Oops.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent.
What have you
people,
ever
right?
done for me?
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting.
Is it?
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Yu Yu
Go
Hakusho.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, not you again.
Ah!
Stanley.
Not you,
I'd
TM
also
again.
like
That's
to
cute.
veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I'm acknowledging it. I have no choice right now. Oh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Huh?
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
But you don't even know where we're
Since the answer is
going!
clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come,
What is this
Stanley,
fucking
our
one of us always
destiny
tells the truth and one of us
awaits.
always lies kind of bullshit? Only one, eh? Huh?
Oh, hold up, what's this?
Deviate from the maintenance room, enter the monitor room, dare to
Confusing
research the game,
ending.
first
You're
restart.
telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
After a long time, Stanley
Really how this
dies!
goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game.
Okay.
I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Okay, that's fine.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? Sure. Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Ah! Scared me a little. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I'll play by your rules this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
See, I can be good.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel in all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Wow, that made me kind of depressed. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, charts, and slides. Read at the chart. Rate at which charts on the same slide depart this same information. Rate of increase of graphs per slide. Please, no more charts. Please, I'm begging. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your Boss Appreciation Specialist. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but with more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict, what are your dreams for the future? Mitosis, a boat, pollution, less air, clear skin, metamorphosis, comatose, football, plant life, transcend, success, nature, talk radio. Tips for not getting fired, talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Ow. That one kind of hurt me. What do people want? Things? Happy feelings? Violet James, you're fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things? Graphs? Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. Target demographic, teenagers. Stripes. Require more secondary research. The stock market is here somewhere. Excuse me. Wow. I don't know what they do with this company, but they suck at it. Meeting room. We broke Wednesdays. Oh, we're broke Wednesdays. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Not cost efficient. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Don't make me do this. You know, I have to. I have to. Ah. Oh, paper. Nope.
It's been an hour. Please stretch and drink something. For me?
Hi, lady. I wrote this. Fine. This first. I can't read it, but there's a sick drawing of a bike.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
Ew.
Maybe,
Who jizzed all
he
over
thought
the
to himself,
wall?
maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh,
God.
What relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
The jizz
His
just keeps
co-workers
repeating.
weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
I did what?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
All right.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be
We need the
over.
Ace mod for this
Let me
game.
go back to my job.
You need to narrate
Let
all
me
of the
continue
narrator's
pushing the
lines,
buttons.
Ace.
Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
Oh no, he has a
and
wife.
my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
No.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Fuck. Here I am.
Stanley began
Still covered in
screaming.
jizz.
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss, I have an office, I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real, I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
All right.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Who?
Mariella woke
Is
up
it
on
my
a day
wife?
like any other. She arose,
That's
got
my
dressed,
wife!
gathered her belongings,
Oh my God.
and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance,
I fucking
for just
died?
a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career.
God.
By extension, the rest of her life.
The rest of her life.
She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hi, Dante.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Thank
memo.
you so much for the 13 months.
When Stanley came to a
Yeah,
set of
yeah,
two open
yeah,
doors,
yeah.
he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
That's a nice office. Executive bathroom. I am the secretary. The beige plate pages is cute. Business time. Are hostile takeovers the new biannual percentage? What? Oh shit, this is a nice office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I am the boss
Shocked,
now.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that
Sewage
the keypad
Lilies
behind the
by
boss's
Claude
desk
Monet.
guarded the terrible
Money.
truth that his boss had been keeping
I'm
from
the most
him.
expensive boss.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
A sheer luck. Amazing.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Do I want to? Hard to see. Alright. Streamer luck. Yeah. Don't you forget it.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
It's just spray painted great.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? I don't know. I'm gonna trust this one, I think.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
What? 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 I'm not gonna stop.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No. I don't
At
believe
this
you.
point, Stanley was making a conscious,
I mean, I do believe you.
And willingly confront his death.
I imagine this so much it feels more like a memory. Is this how it gets me? On my feet, 7 feet ahead of me. I see the enemy twisted. Come on, let it be. It's like a beat without a melody. Wow. I didn't die.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Yeah.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him.
Is this Gertrude Robinson? Hold on. Oh, I don't want to look it up. Izzy, can you do me a favor? Can you look up and see if that lady narrator is the same lady who does Gertrude Robinson?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Ooh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
It may not be her, because if I remember correctly, Gertrude Robinson's played by the person who is Jonathan Sims's actual mom in real life, but... it would just be really weird if it was her. Okay. Because we were listening to the Magnus Archives last night, and I was just like, wait a second. Okay. Office from the beginning of the game. This path from Sam's office to 2 doors to the first part of the game that was built. The sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout is almost identical to the first. Jonathan Sims. The 2 doors. The set of 2 open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradictions room posed. Pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in good time. The office. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Button sounds. Selection sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Office computers. Oh, kids bull points I haven't tried yet. Maybe I won't look around too strongly then. Can I get back to my office? Surely. There we go. If I go here, oh no. Month read the evolution of Stanley's office over time. First was created in November of 2011, second in March of 2012, third in February of 2013. Let me in. This is my home. Ah, an exit.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I let time choose for me. I'm a coward. It's okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I do know it's Stanley in real life.
When Stanley came
he was kind of a dick.
Open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So I don't feel very much remorse.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What was it, 2, 8, 4,
Stepping
5?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Hey, man.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
I never said
So
it was.
For a
Oh,
few
come
moments
on.
with some calming new age music.
Okay, I'm relaxed. We can get going now.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I don't remember where I went. You take a chill pill. Blah.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word "is," but of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for. Nope, still on board with death.
Oh, fine. You turn me on like a light switch. Boom. Oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Employee observation.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So there's mine. I'm over there. That's me. Is that mine? Yeah, it's me.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I would love a room like this, yeah.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yeah.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
To watch 500 VTubers. That's...
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Yeah.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
Now where's the 4?
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Where's the 4?
Mere moments until the bomb goes off.
Where's the 4?
What precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Where's the 4?
I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stan?
Man, fuck you!
This video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Man.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
No.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
I still haven't found the fort, it's true.
No
is that the fort there?
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey,
nice.
Look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Thank you for that. What's over here in the darkness? Nothing. I don't know, I think this guy wants me to fist fight him.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature.
Look, Mom, there's me on TV.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused
Let me
to
in!
believe it.
Let me
He
in!
couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Utterly blind to the world. Thank you.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again...
Are you happy? Okay, I got really into that game. So,
and a rising
we'll draw for the giveaway in just a second.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Exclamation point
yet,
giveaway.
Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
No, I want both.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
No, I want power.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Love is an open door.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I see.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I don't know. Seems too easy to me. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. Damn. Oh, come on! At least let me press some buttons. Okay. Any last minute entries? Exclamation point giveaway. We're going to draw. We are going to draw for a starter kit for Advanced GG. That's right. 10. 9. Also, you know, mods can enter too. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Burp, 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 burp. Wow. Wow. Slick McWillie, congratulations. Congratulations, Slick McWillie. I don't like saying your full username. Sometimes it makes me uncomfortable. Let's see. I'm going to... Da 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 da. If I can get one of the mods to DM those instructions to Slick, that would be great. I put it in the mod chat. That'd be fantastic. Since it's going to be since it's going to be a starter kit, you'll need to create an account on the site and set up your address and stuff. That way you can keep your information private. And then I'll pass on your email address. Yeah. As I said to the mods, send you the instructions. I then read them out loud. Whatever, we're gonna figure out what's going on and we'll do another giveaway here in a bit.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't go back into my office? But it's my home. How to use help. Awaiting input. New content?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't love this. Oh no. This is reminding me of when the cake was a lie.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022.
That's this year.
With the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
This is literally
the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
It's a small world after all.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
We can jump finally. What if I jump outside of the circle? Yeah! This is like crack to me! I'm going through withdrawals. Don't bring it back. Bring it back. No. Oh, it was fun.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell,
Start it.
I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
Do it.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Aww.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
That's me whenever I go to a bad hotel.
Too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
I'm not your friend, guy. Oh. I see. I see. Okay, one second, I want to check a notification real quick. It's the fun thing about job hunting. Is every time you get an email, you get really excited, but then it's just spam saying, "We've missed you. You haven't logged into your Tumblr for a while." Ah!
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. No.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway.
Man,
so
fuck you!
Oh, never mind. You're not a dork.
It does hurt. I gotta say, for all these places, like, nobody wants to work. No one wants to hire me either. Coffee nut. Just death. Are you just gonna kill me, dude?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Kinda spooky, don't you think, buddy? Aw, never mind.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
There's 40 places hiring near you and you're supposed to put at 15. I'm at 13 and I haven't gotten a single call back. And like, I'm not bragging or anything, but I have like a lot of years of experience in my field, so you would feel like perhaps it'd be something they'd be interested in. But I don't know, maybe they don't want to pay me what they know I'm worth, so they don't want to bother interviewing me. That must be it. I'll get my head up high.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release?
I don't know, I never played it.
Back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something.
The Last of Us. Oh, I remember that. I remember that video game awards. That's pretty good. Smile because it happened. New video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Business leaders pushing election of council elites. 50% designer hat, but a small creature owns the other half. Colleges show an even effort to enroll poor. Costs hinder new tack to discover or to achieve diversity. Today, sunny, hot, humid, high 92. Tonight, clear, partly cloudy, warm, humid, low 74. Tomorrow, sun and clouds, hot, humid, high 90. That's cute. Actually, you know what? As much as I'd love to, as a person who hires people, I'm personally ignore it. I mean, I used to be a hiring manager. I had integrity. I told somebody to sell me a pencil once and hired them. Deals through tough choices. Okay, actually, that newspaper reminded me that it is very hot in here. I'm gonna go turn on my air conditioner. I will be right back.
Be not afraid. Rumpy Level gave me 100 bits to say guys to Stinky. When was the last time you changed your goo? Stinky.
I am back, and I found my lemonade. It was just, hiding. It was hiding. Where you least expected. Cool. What's this place? Like a little hot spring?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com.
Aww.
James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
It was Persona 3.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content. Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
That was a 9 out of 10, though.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Getting some Danganronpa 3 vibes here. Can I go in here? Can I go in this door? The serious room.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam.
Yes!
The online
Yes!
video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's being collected down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game before completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! Trying to be funny? I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Ooh, atmospheric.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
Yes, you are!
Tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Also, thank you for the bits earlier, Rumpy.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I don't want it. I don't want to use the skip button. You're my friend.
Here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you
Please
forward in
stretch and
time
drink
so that
something.
the second my
For me?
incessant droning starts to bore
Stretch,
you,
everybody.
with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud.
Everybody
to
stretch,
deliver.
everybody hydrate!
No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The
I'm
Stanley
hydrating
Parable
with
is a
advanced
game
tea
for the
lemonade.
people.
I found
And if
it.
the people want silence, then by goodness.
Okay, so
that's
last
what they're
night,
going to get. Well, don't
I
sit
made
around waiting for me to
pozole
shut up. Go ahead and make me shut
because
up.
I was able to
Yeah,
get some
we'll
hominy
pretend
while
that
I
I've
was
just
in the
begun
States.
An interminable monologue,
And
it goes
I
something
used my
like
Instant
this.
Pot
The
to
story
make
and the
shredded
choices
steak
are what
for it,
happened,
right?
And therefore, by becoming
And
it
I
is,
guess at some
so on
point
and so
I had
forth,
like
until
moved my
inevitably,
lemonade
we all until the
behind the
end
Instant
of
Pot, which I
time,
normally
at
don't
which
keep
time
on my
everything all
counter,
once,
so I
now you
couldn't
see,
find
blah,
it.
blah, 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 blah,
Pozole.
blah, 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 blah,
It's
blah,
a
blah. We've eaten too much and
Hispanic
it can't be
dish.
just
It's
yet. No,
uses
no,
white
until
hominy. Usually I use shredded
245,
pork,
that
but
the
the
logic of
steak was on
elimination
a
working
good deal,
backwards,
so
the
I did that.
deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It
And of
went
course I
on
had like
for
my red
nearly
chilies and stuff in it.
10,000
I did
years,
add
until
potatoes
just
into it this time
yesterday,
because I saw
here and
someone
there,
online
forward and back,
recommend it.
and never a
So
moment
really at
before
this point it's less
lunchtime.
pozole
It
and more of
can't
like a
be. It's
hominy
the
stew.
only thing there is.
And
How many
really
billions
like
left
kinda
until
I
so
wasn't
much
like
more than
super
forever ago?
disappointed
Which
in
is
it.
why I say,
But I think what I'm gonna
the
do
story
is go
and the
get some like
choices
shredded
are what
cheese and add
happened,
that
and
to it because
therefore,
at this
by
point,
becoming it
like I
is,
said, it's
so
less
on and so
pozole
forth, until
and more of like
inevitably,
a
we all
hominy
until the
stew,
end of time,
which
at which time
I was a little
everything all
disappointed
once,
in. I think I
so
said that
now you see,
already.
blah, blah,
Maybe a
blah,
little
blah,
bit more
blah, blah,
garlic
blah,
would be
blah, blah,
good.
blah, blah, blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, no.
Okay, I was
until
trying to
145, that the logic of elimination
I was-
working backwards,
I
the
was trying to
deduction
outlast
therefore
him,
becomes
but I
impossible
think
to
I can't.
Oh, you're back, you see? You were only frozen in time for a few minutes.
Did I get
but it
those
was
seeds? They
plenty of
haven't
time
shown
for
up
me
yet,
to deliver
no.
a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
But I've been keeping
and
my eye out
lengthy
for 'em.
ruminations on the nature of
Because I got
choice
another
in
throne
video
gift that
games.
was ordered
Of
after
course,
it, so I'm
I
like,
happen to believe it was perhaps one of my
Oh my
more
God.
profound such ruminations.
Okay.
Not that, of course. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first
Can
place.
they?
I guess I should become better educated on exactly how
Maybe I
Steam
should go take a look
works.
and see if I can.
Perhaps that would have been the smart
That's a
thing
good
to check
idea.
on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
Was it really expensive, I
Although
wonder,
have
to add?
imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work,
Yeah?
surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation.
I see.
Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review, so that the feature is not widely abused.
That makes sense.
Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review
Mm-hmm.
so that it reads as something more. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30,
Where's the door?
45 minutes? It's not Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to
Oh my
again.
god.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it... Oh, hello, it's you. Again, welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
Yeah.
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
I used to be basically a
There is only
neat.
the turning wheel
It's
of
true.
missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret.
Regret?
For the longest time, Stanley.
Oh.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down
see.
into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an
A weird noise. You there, narrator? I'm done skipping. I'm not gonna press it again. I lied. Oh, the battery out? Come on, man.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now the end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay, surely there has to be like an exit, right? There has to be like a Oh. Did we go into like full nuclear winter mode? Aw, this is pretty! Okay, I like this one. Oh, I guess we had to go into like... Oh, come on! My trees! My trees! There we go. That looks good. Now where are we? Yeah, this looks right. This is about what I expected. Are you there, narrator? We're entering a brave new world. Ah! Oh my gosh! You escaped horny jail? Congratulations! Hello, Carrot VTuber. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders.
Carrot VTuber, have you ever seen Yu Yu Hakusho?
Have you?
The hit 1990s anime? Watch it with me.
Have
please.
you? Have you seen the hit 1990s anime Yu Yu Hakusho? Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, raiders. I am Geist, your space ghostess with the mostest, and we are playing Stanley Parable today for the first time. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Congratulations on escaping one horny jail and coming straight to another. I'm really proud of you. You'll force them to watch a Yu Yu Hakusho even if you have to use force. That's my pal, Jet. Ah, Jet Poppy recommended me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jet. This is what separates the living from the dead. Oh gosh. Bad Luck, Neat, Carrot VTuber, Ray, Kiryu, and Primirosi Tweez. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. I appreciate you. So you were playing Stanley Parable as well? Hell yes. So this is the first time I've played it. So for those of you who are coming over, no spoilers, please. I appreciate it. I've killed Stanley many times, and I hope to kill him many more times. Dante is asleep. Thank you so much for the follow. And Noshio as well. Thank you. Hello, Raiders. Which is actually really good timing, because I was about to run another giveaway. That's right. I'm going to be running another giveaway for a starter kit for Advanced GG. So if you're actually interested in doing that, actually perfect timing, because I was literally about to start it. So if you are interested in getting a starter kit for Advanced GG that comes with a shaker in several flavors, you can type in !giveaway. And yeah, you could get the give to the way. I don't know. There has to be a better way to do that. Fuck you!
Does not jingle with a merry tone that so pleases a king as mine does.
Damn. If you already entered earlier, you should still actually be in the drawing. I don't like to renew it because if people step away and they miss it, but they wanted to enter before, I feel bad. See you, Tay. Do I usually stream at this time? Not previously, but it is going to be more regular. I currently am in between jobs, so I can stream a lot more. Yay! Yay! I'll be here for you. Yeah, go eat, go relax. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Yeah, I'll run that giveaway for probably 20 minutes or so. So you got 20 minutes to enter the giveaway, and I'm back at the office. Son of a bitch.
All of his co-workers. What could it mean? Stanley
That's Jet
decided
Poppy.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? Do I trust this sign? Yeah, I'll trust this sign for now.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Alright, I'm trusting you, narrator. Kinda. Not really. Why would a sign lie? That's true. Signs never lie. Another elevator! Yay! How did you know this is the content that I have been craving?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be.
I don't think it's
the
been disappointing.
original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Yeah, right. The end is never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover.
Testing two printers at the same time. Interesting.
Built from the ground up.
Two
Why,
phones.
there's so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Please clap.
This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do this. Raiders, for those of you who are still around, this is my co-host Ziggy, and you can make Ziggy say things. That's right, you can make Ziggy say things by using your channel points or by donating bits. So 100 bits, you can make Ziggy say whatever you would like. However, with 1,500... Yeah. Yeah.
You shouldn't stoop to their level, but it is too late for me. I'll roast the fuck out of some 14-year-old and sleep just
now
fine.
That's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
You can get into any building wearing a hard hat and vest. If anyone tries to stop you, just throw your hands in the air and say you won't fix it. Don't tell them what it is.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Ooh, those fancy doors. We have 45 phrases that Ziggy can say.
Rumpy gave me 100 bits to say feed Ziggy the bits, and he says inappropriate
It's true.
things. Boobies.
Boobies. Boobies. And we will soon have 65 once I get off of my lazy ass and put the new ones in. They're back! 2 doors! Content's out, new content is in. Old and busted, new hotness. Cool red section of the chart. I like that. The color red. I do like the color red. Am I gonna stop at 69? I could. But that would make me weak. And I'm not weak. Just lazy. We're gonna stop at 420. This is actually some really good graphic design.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Who took the red marker? Me! Valued investors, this way to the show floor. New features. Oh, come on. What is this, the line at AX? A stool. Oh, this is nice.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Stepnies. I'm gonna go with Get Well Someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you...
Oh, come on!
...that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Joke's on you, that's the one I wanted all along. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on!
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with...
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
No, I've made my We're moving on.
Free. New and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Free achievement. Pull the lever. Receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Oh yeah?
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Yeah, I'm sure. Give it to me! made me walk all that way. You made me do the fancy hype voice. Ugh.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Infinite hole. It won't end. That's what she said. Huh. Where's my infinite hole?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
You ever hear the phrase like throwing a hot dog down a hallway? Yeet!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then,
you could do an infinite hole,
you can press the
but you can't do
back up to the top
an achievement.
Continue onward.
I get the feeling it's not going to work.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go.
Is it not actually infinite?
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later.
It's not actually infinite, huh? I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm about to die.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
Yeah?
I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Nope. Back in the hole.
Okay. We're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really
Drake Tatsunara, thank you so much for the follow.
And I would very much like to show you some more of them.
Nope. I'm gonna die.
Go ahead and press that teleport button again.
Nope.
So we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem.
I can't help falling in love.
I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
I'm not going back up.
For you? Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole.
No,
and we can move on.
This is my hole.
I'll just be up here when you're ready.
This is my hole. Any moment now. Quip. Something. You're not gonna say anything? Oh, fine. Ah, joke's on you!
Oh, you see? I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Yeah, I do.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where...
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite,
There's a bunch of cigarettes
but
in
that
here.
it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on?
Haha, I'm ruining your
Stanley,
content.
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to... How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh.
Hey, any hole is a goal, my dude.
Just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was still nothing. Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity
I don't like that. Oh God. Wait. I've changed my mind. This hole's not a goal. This hole's not a goal. Changed my perception. Was that Naruto?
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Oh.
Oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreams. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every
Oh, come on!
You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them.
You know what's better?
I'll be back.
You know what's better than a hole? You know what's even more of a goal than a hole? Typing exclamation point Discord and joining our Discord server. Oh. Mountains. Yay, we made it back.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Say the name of the player that is playing the game. I hear your name in game.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go.
This is my real name.
Deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and waking as Jim. Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim. And as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust.
What the fuck?
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now? If so, then please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim. Jim is me. We are Jim.
Jim.
Oh!
Yes! You see! What a thrill! What a rush!
What
That was
a thrill!
The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Jim.
Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Oh.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Reassurance bucket? Wait, I want the reassurance bucket. I need to be reassured. The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's oh wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well.
Give them back.
I suppose it can just be a nice...
Give them back! They're mine. The button that says Jim. That's Jim. You heard Jim in the game. Reassurance bucket. I'm gonna pee in it.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Oh, there it is.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the
Can I fuck the bucket?
Many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
He's an
Yes,
ass.
The bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Alright. Let's grab the fuck it bucket.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair,
oddly
must already be
well-textured
sweeping
bucket.
through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Wait, did it freeze? My keyboard and mouse just both disconnected at the exact same time. That was good. Or was that a part of the game?
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
It's a really nice bucket. Like the texture of the wooden handle. That's pretty good. The like light hitting the pretty good. The fuck?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Can I have it? I got it. Oh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I get the feeling there's not more than one. But I guess we'll see. Settings World Champion. That's new. Oh, okay. Alright, drop the bucket. Is there a way I can get rid of the bucket? Okay. What do you mean? It's just in my way. It's not actually all that reassuring. It's just, it makes noise and... Where's the exit? I thought there was a sign that said exit. Ah, here we go. Bucket slander? Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad bucket. It's a well-made bucket.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley
I'm ready.
Parable 2.
Give it to me.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
The jump circle inside the infinite hole?
This isn't a coherent video game.
I
at
love
all.
it.
It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own.
No, I love it.
They would need the structure and the gameplay of
No,
the
I
original.
love it.
Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Could it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay. Oh, I see. Well, we're unlocking the Stanley Parable 2.
This is the story of...
Oh, you can click to skip. Ah.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
Yeah, give
number
them the balloons.
427.
Did you really need to give the
Employee
balloons?
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
All right.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every...
Well, there's no
moment of it
balloons in my office.
as though he had been made exactly for this job.
There are no balloons
Stanley
in
was
mine.
happy.
There are no...
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Do I not get the
Something that would
balloons?
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Perhaps I did. The bucket!
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging
What?
him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
It is.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meet. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Was that right?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I can't grab the broom? Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I can go into the bathroom! Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every
I will.
moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I will. Can I poop though? Can I take a fat shit? I cannot. Okay, well. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
Here's the door. Just go.
Oh. What if I didn't want to just go? Ah!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines?
I like Stanlerines.
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your
It's a
belt.
mini stand now because you like that.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape,
I'm gonna see if there's another figure
the
here.
truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
And if I die, I die.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Did he say something if I turn around? No. Milkshake Man 300, thank you so much for the follow.
Effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Every day I'm shuffling. Bo-bo-bo-bo-bo-bo-bo. Whoa!
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like...
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
But the
Stanley
figurines!
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
But the
Perhaps his death
figurines!
was of no great loss,
Like
plucking
plucking the
the
eyeballs of a
from the
blind man.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Ah.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh no! Not death! Aw, I was hoping you'd say the Stanley Parable
And yet
too.
It would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I don't care, lady. Give me the Stan Lorene. I mean the mini Stan. There has to be one here. That's right. Don't forget that you can type !! giveaway for your chance to get a starter kit from Advanced GG. It's free. There are 7 people who are entered into the giveaway. But you can type it 7 times. I won't stop you. Cypher, thank you so much for the 7 months! Let's go! I need to add sounds to my alerts again. I never put them back in because, like, I don't know if you remember all of the random, like, audio skipping issues we had with our alerts, so I think the file that I was using for it was, like, too big. What's this?
When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Stanley walked over the bridge. This elevator for sure,
Man. This would have been a good place for a Stanley collectible. You know, like what I'm looking for. Damn it.
at the top of the facility.
You know, I got out of here once before. Why am I confused now? Well, things are going pretty good in Jimville. Can't really complain. I think maybe... Oh, I just went this way. Oh! Aha! Haha!
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Shut up, lady.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
What if I do? I didn't let him die. I didn't let him die.
This is the story of...
I used the figurine finders committee today in the meeting room? Is there a figurine in the meeting room?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Maybe Stanley would never pick up the bucket.
Oh,
A lonely bucket.
fine.
Lonely and miserable. And Stanley left.
There,
Stanley picked up the
fine. Got the bucket. And now we're gonna fuck it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the
Me,
door on his
I'll
left.
let you know, Izzy. Maybe I don't wanna. Okay. Not what I was expecting. We need more planks. Warehouse access plan. I see. Mission status. Oh! Places to search. A large room full of boxes, stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. Is this some kind of game? There must be a point to this. Gotta collect them all. 5 there be. Just take it from me. Looks like 427. Ha 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 ha. There will be a reward for finding them all. Lies. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them. I want to go home. Trust the completionist instinct. How can we find them? Bottom text. Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have to synergize our resources to ensure their retrieval. There are many questions. There was no memo from management. How can you tell you've spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Follow clues provided by employee 146. We can do it. Red room. Figlies! They call them Figlies! Thank you. Good luck. To whom it may concern, I managed to pick what sounds up in... I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphones, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up the sound of a particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that in all likelihood it is coming from dark areas behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks like to be a reverberance off of porcelain surface. Does anyone have leads to this? Can we sell them? Obviously. Saw one in cargo room. Employee 214 building a bridge. Do we need contracts for them? Potential liability. Should we make them employees? Interns? Yes, maybe. Why do they look like 427? Why floating? Magnets, magic, dreams. Training exercise. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, TBH. Did I miss a figure in here? Is that why
Stanley,
I can open it?
Can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the
What?
bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy?
What?
It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
What?
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet.
Okay,
That's
well,
what
it
the
can
broom
have it.
closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning
It can have
supplies.
it. It's fine.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in.
No.
Don't hand over the
You can
bucket.
have it.
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on
Take
your
the
shoulders
bucket.
right now, but you have to be strong. This is your
It's
bucket.
been an hour.
This is
Please
your
stretch
companion
and drink something.
lifelong
For
friend.
me?
Take the bucket!
Over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety
Take
of reasons.
the
Even this is
bucket.
worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting
Hacker Metalhead,
friends?
thank you so much for the
That
follow.
your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your
Banal has
path
the word
in
anal
an
in it.
even partially enticing manner? Well,
Where's
I
that skip
never.
button?
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
Oh, fine.
Really tell the broom closet
You're right.
off for its demeaning comments.
I shouldn't.
Expand
I
on the wide
shouldn't.
variety of experiences you and the
I
bucket
shouldn't
have shared
accept
together.
this.
Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape
All right, you
of your
stupid broom
feelings for the
closet.
bucket, as they have
This is
changed
my
and
bucket.
evolved
I
over
can
the
share
years.
it with you.
Let him
You can have
it.
it. Let him have it. Take it. Take the bucket.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this
Was it a
debate
figure?
once and for all. Here we go.
What the fuck was that?
There. Now it's settled.
Oh.
No more debate, no more discussion. Take
Aww.
a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Is that it?
All right, I've got a second sticker back
Oh,
here,
really?
and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
That's a good point.
That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of
That's
applications
probably the
for this
most
sticker.
helpful the narrator has been this entire time. Do I get another one? Is that it?
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent
It's a
treatment.
closet.
And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Oh, fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Is there another one in here? Can I get it again? No. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. That's cute. So it changes. I see myself in the mirror? No.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always.
Always?
The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Oh, I was hoping maybe he'd say something if I got it wrong.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
No. Alright guys, I'm going to be drawing for the giveaway in about 1 minute. If you want the chance to win an Advanced GG starter kit. Boob. If you want a chance to win an Advanced GG starter kit, type ! giveaway. If you've already entered for the previous one, your entry will still count. Additionally, if for some reason you think, I don't want a starter kit, I just want to buy myself a full-on flavor, or perhaps some kind of other thing from the website, well, what you could do is you can use code GEIST20 for 20% off until this Friday night. That's right. Epic Starling, thank you so much for the follow. Alright, it's almost been a minute, guys. It's almost been a minute. Have you treasured this minute? Have you treasured these moments that we have together? Have you treasured this time, this space? I have. Probably. I treasure nothing. My God. Do you treasure this bucket? Alright. We're gonna draw. We're drawing right now. Oh! Congratulations! Fallen Cipher! On your Advanced GG starter kit! Did you believe in yourself the way that I believed in you? Congratulations. 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 Well, you won this, and it looks like you'll be receiving a DM from Condor shortly, giving you instructions on how to sign up and what we need from you. Let me see how many more I currently have available to give away as well. Oh. I see, I see. I do have a few more, so we'll do another giveaway here in a bit. Why this be sounding like an ad? Do you not sound like an ad? For fun? Do you not enjoy being an advertisement for the capitalist dogma that we are all forced to live in day to day? Do you not succumb to the wiles of capitalism just because that's the only path you have to choose in this mortal coil? Let me have my fun, Epic Starling. Let me sound like an ad, because I am an ad. We are all an ad. Haven't you seen South Park? My God.
The elevator raced downward.
Kitten, please unblock me. I'm sorry I tagged you in a spoken word mumble rap about sacrificing you to the devil. I know your grandma sees your Facebook. Please, Kitten, there's a darkness inside me. The plot of Sonic Adventure 2 really effed me up. Some might call me twisted. Honestly, I scare myself.
Wasn't that an ad?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket, but of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Okay. Alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I've got a bucket. Yes, I do. I've got a bucket. How about you? I'll admit, it's kind of growing on me. I think the sticker that says this is my property really helps.
Jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
No.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything
No,
like
don't
this,
make the
and
bucket
it
cry.
very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine. Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He
Screamed
couldn't
into
accept
the bucket?
his own life in someone else's control.
Never!
He squeezed the bucket tighter, his one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I do love the companion cube vibes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
Bucket, no!
Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh, that's lovely.
Birds. Silly.
I know it's Silly Bird.
Birds. The control buttons became active again. Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
What?
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
What?
Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
What?
Of all the possible paths his life could have taken,
Fair.
this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair one. I like that. I like that. And that might actually be a good one for me to end on because I just realized I lost track of time. That was pretty fun though. Well, wait, the phone's ringing. Maybe we'll do one more. Is it this one? Whose phone is it? Is this one?
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
That was weird. There's no sound? Where's the narrator?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh wait, I needed to... Oh shit, I forgot. I've also played Fallout 4.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let me try.
Here's the door, just go.
Yeah, I think so. Dang. Okay, well. Oh well. Oh well. I'm gonna do a quick one? Sure. Guide me. Although I did wanna...
All his co-workers were gone.
Oh, this
What
is...
could it mean?
What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What?
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
That was different.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers.
You sure?
If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Rude.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
I like
What
Figlies.
name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I like it.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
But I have the bucket.
He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Why does the bucket return my gaze?
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
What?
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a
What?
normal, everyday bucket.
No!
Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong.
No!
Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might
Wait,
experience
where'd it
without
go?
the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
Where'd it go?
And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him. Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket! Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket. Come to me, Stanley. Find me. He had to find the bucket.
Oh
He
my
had to
God.
return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
What?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
I see.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
I'm happy for her.
She rose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place
Ha!
of work.
bucket.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
I see.
Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion.
Free will
and
is
it's
an
all just a
illusion.
video
Rumpy
game.
Love
It could
Hole
all
gave
have
me
been
100
prevented
bits to
if
say, guys, did
only
no
he'd
one tell
taken
you?
his
You don't
bucket
put
with him.
buckets up there.
Hmm.
Buckets don't go up there.
Oh yeah, they
He'd
do.
forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Yes, they do.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Backflipped. All right. Okay, quick one, close the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
All right.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Thank you for the bits, Rumpy.
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. That's cute.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
They
Stanley
said
decided to go to the meeting room.
or
Perhaps he had
421
simply missed a memo.
was building a bridge. So let me see if I can fuck with that at all. 420, blaze it. 419, 421. Where's your bridge? Where's my figure? I guess not. Okay, well. It's fun. I like it. It's fun, but we gonna end. We gonna end. I gotta clean anyway. Yeah, I know where we're going. I know what we're doing. I know what's happening here. We're gonna raid Yuria. I think this is the first stream since she came back as well, so give her some love because we love her. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see, what were we gonna play? Tomorrow, Thursday? Yes, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow I will be hanging out with Rowan for his birthday. So that's gonna be really fun. I don't know if he's told other people what the plans are, so I won't say anything. But I'm really excited. Everyone have a great day. Come hang out in the Discord if you wish. I'll do another giveaway later tonight for another starter kit. And you guys just have a really great time. Bye!